doing now.
Hey there, ladies and gents, it's your favorite Asian robot right here, and it is time for another Wild Hearts video. I've been so excited to make this one that I have been pumping up. Nah, just kidding. I just really want to show off my muscles because I've been doing push-ups every single time I stream Wild Hearts. It's been working for me. Anyway, in this video, okay, I'm going to show you guys how to properly use the bow. People have complained that the bow just isn't for them, but me, it is the #1 weapon I started Wild Hearts with. I'm going to be finishing the game with the bow, and of course, we'll be mastering every single weapon that comes after. I'm really eager to fight the new kimono in the content update as well, so I really got to get my grind on with this game. I've just been playing a lot of Wolong because, well, you know, I am the heavenly general beneath the stars or something like that. Anyway, I'm not going to waste your time. Let's get started with the bow. Okay. So we're going to use this training dummy, but I'm not actually going to follow what it shows you. Rather, what I'm going to explain to you, all right, is the principle of the bow itself. All right, so the bow has two stances. The first of which is the vertical stance, okay? This one allows you to charge up and shoot an arrow. And it also has the horizontal stance. The horizontal stance allows you to implant arrows into the kimono, all right? And these can all be detonated by the shot from the vertical stance. Okay? You can also bolster the bow, all right? And this has two levels of bolstering. Okay? The first level for the horizontal shots will shoot a bunch of arrows into the kimono. The second level, if you bolster twice, you cannot bolster further, will allow you to shoot a volley of arrows. You can control the direction of the volley and have it rain down, or you can just shoot it into the kimono like I showed you right there, okay? You can then detonate all of these, causing massive damage, as you can see. Okay, now, what I'm also going to show you is the same for the vertical stance. The vertical stance has two stages of bolstering. The first is a sort of like piercing arrow. I don't know if it'll show it properly, but this will usually score multiple hits on a kimono as it pierces through. The second one is what I like to call my dragon piercer. All right, it does massive damage. Okay, but it has some lead up time. All right, and while the first one, like this one, you can't move while doing that. Okay, but with the volley shots, okay, take note that you can dodge while shooting. Okay, and here's some little fun thing I'm gonna show you. With the second one, which is the volley, you have to stand stably, right? But did you know that you can dodge and then carry on with the volley? It's hilarious. So these are some little tricks that you can do. Now, I'm also going to show you, before we go into practical combat, I'm going to show you some other tricks with bow. The first one, I guess I should say, is the crate jump. If you're standing on top of the crates, you can shoot normally, but if you jump off the crate, all right, you'll do this explosive arrow shot, and then you'll do the bolster level 2 shot for whatever stance you are in. So if you're in the vertical stance, like I said, you'll do, like you just saw, you'll do the dragon piercer. Let me just get rid of this one so that's not in my way. If you jump off, okay, you shoot the explosive arrow in the vertical stance, you will then do a volley shot. All right. So that's something. So it will basically be based on whatever stance you're in when you end. Also, there's this weird bug where you end up moving to the side, but don't worry, you can just cancel that just by moving around or just pressing a different movement input key. Okay, that's it for the crates. Now, the spring is my favorite on the bow because it's super effective. Now, again, what you'll do... Okay, first of all, sorry. This would be better if I show you this way. You will shoot out a shot of 5 arrows in the horizontal highest stance, but then the second attack will be the first bolster of whatever stance you're in. So let's say you're in the vertical stance, okay, otoya, and you use the spring. You will still shoot out 5 higher shots, which can be detonated, by the way, but then you'll shoot out a piercing shot, okay? This is very important because in situations where you don't have a lot of time to fill the kimono full of higher shots, you can actually use the spring to get an automatic 5 higher shots in, almost like a shotgun, and then immediately detonate it with a quick piercing shot. So that's one awesome way to play. The glider basically will do the same thing as the jump. All right, So you shoot your explosive shot, and then you use the second bolster level of whatever stance you were in. Okay, in this case, vertical, so Otoya, so basically it's the Dragon Piercer. Alright, and as for the stake and the Celestial Anchor, I'll leave you to experiment with those yourself. The main ones that I'm going to be showing in these tutorials is the Crate, Spring, and the Glider, because these are the most used for combat. Okay, what we're going to go do now is, let's see, there's a Venomglider here. I'm going to eat some food and then just smash down the Venomglider. Alright. I'm just eating some random food. I don't really care what I eat. Okay, we're gonna go beat down the Venomglider using basically all of the knowledge I've shown you so that you guys can see a practical combat demonstration, all right, of how we use the bow in combat. The most important thing to understand about the bow is that it is a slow build-up weapon. It is a combo weapon. You have to understand that. So at higher level fights, like against higher level kimono, you have to play tactically. You can't just do one thing, okay? So as you can see, I've already started the fight with this thing loaded up. Now, you can dodge freely, all right, while firing arrows. Your dodge will change from a roll while the bow is drawn to a, as you can see, a slide. And it's actually really useful to have that. So I genuinely like it a lot. Sorry, I just like destroying its structure ASAP. Feel free to bolster your stuff in between, like in the middle of combat. Like, it's not a problem. What you have to understand is that it's all about timing. The bow is all about keeping calm, okay, pleasantly dodging the enemy attacks, and you know, understanding the enemy timing. Now, if you don't have stamina, okay, your bolster attacks will stop early, so you're gonna want to be careful of that. However, one thing which is worth noting is that even if you only, with the vertical arrow, you can charge it up to 2 levels, okay? The vertical arrow can also detonate the horizontal shots, even if it's only charged to 1 level. So with the vertical arrow, you can charge once, twice, right? But the first level alone is sufficient to detonate whatever you stuck into the kimono. So don't feel like you need to charge it up twice before firing to achieve a detonation. Of course, it's way better if you charge it up twice, but I'm just saying you don't have to be conscious of that. All right. As for the rapid fire volley and the you know, multi-shot volley, what you have to be aware of is that you need stamina for both those. So if you don't have it, you know, it won't do its best. Like if I don't let the stamina go back up, okay, so knowing when to sheath your bow is also very important. If I don't let the stamina go back up, my volleys aren't gonna do shit. All right. When the this is with stamina. Without stamina, check it out. The volley fires less. It just ends abruptly. Okay, so that's something worth noting and something that you have to be very aware of. Stamina is too important for bow users. All right. And if something is down, please immediately go for the Dragon Piercer. It's worth it. It does so much damage. All right, especially if you're factoring in kimono weaknesses, you can dish out massive damage. Now, even while it's running away, you can use your slides to sort of follow it and shoot it, but if you miss, of course, it won't detonate. But if you do hit it, you can't actually detonate it while it's running away, and sometimes you can kill them while they're running away, which I think is freaking awesome. But the bow, like I said, it's all about building up. Everything about the bow is about building up and, you know, getting shit right. Okay, we're gonna chase this down now. Okay, then we're gonna finish the fight. It'll be an easy clap, don't you worry. Okay, promise you. Like I said, I like to do tutorials where I also show practical combat because I find that a lot of people just want to show you like the coolest fights, like how they finish the fight in a couple of seconds, which is great because for them, they've naturally mastered the weapon because, you know, they understand it, like maybe on an instinctive level. But for me, if I want to teach somebody, cannot just show, like, I'm instinctive with the bow, but I can't just show that, you know, what I know instinctively. I have to show, like, a better picture to you guys, a fuller picture, you know, a heavenly picture. I'm only saying that because my girl is listening to me, but she's muted, so I'm like giving her like secret laughs. Anyway. There we go. If I ever get an opportunity like this where I see the kimono is on fire, suffering from the status effect, you bet your ass I charge the Dragon Piercer right up. Okay? There is no mercy for these creatures. Now back away from me, squirrel. Whack. Now, if it's knocked down, right, like I said, I will take the opportunity to immediately volley this target. Alright? Assuming it's got no arrows inside it. And then, if I have time, I'll Dragon Piercer it. But if I don't, I will usually just go straight for a quick vertical shot. And like I said, the thing about the bow is that the dodging is so smooth that I really enjoy it because it's a slide. But it's very different from a roll, so please get used to that if you intend on playing the bow. Because it does result in a very different experience for some people. Oh, darn it. Don't get hit by that, because that attack does a lot of damage. I thought the combo had finished, so I was gonna try and be clever and shoot it with the Dragon Piercer right there, but that is me being too smart for my own good. Ah, now this is, oh, come on. I thought I'd be able to show you the cool running away shot, but guess that didn't quite work out, did it? Okay, hold on. Hold up. I'm gonna chase it. Now, the arrows will remain inside it for quite some time. But if it runs far enough, the arrows will disappear. So just be aware of that. Okay. And you can use your gliders in midair. You know this, right? So whenever I have to close gaps. Like with the bow, I tend to spend my Karakuri thread very freely. Because I know I'm going to get it back all in an instant. Ah, you see? The arrows that were previously inside it have disappeared. So this is something to be aware of, all right? Okay, let it come after me. Sometimes if I need the opportunity, right, I'll just use the spring to very quickly load up a kimono with arrows, something like that. It gets 5 plus the volley, and then you blast it. The volley also consumes stamina, so again, something you might want to be aware of. Okay. Now, your dodging is pretty awesome. So, it's exactly the same as the roll, as far as I can tell. There's no additional, like, special benefits to it. So, don't feel like you have, like, you're getting an advantage or a weakness because of the way the bow dodge works. The bow is also very fast at sheathing, just so you know. So, it's very easy to recover stamina when you need to. I'm just gonna load it up. Now it's been lit on fire, and Dragon Piercer to the butt. There we go, it's dead. So once it's dead, collect spoils of your victory, and that is the bow tutorial in one nice clean shot. Okay, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed my content. If you want to see more of this, all right, you can always donate to support the channel. We've got a tip link in the video description. You can send super chats on streams, send super thanks on YouTube. But the most important thing is like, share, and subscribe. Get this video to 100 likes, and I'll see you guys on the next one, okay? Enjoy the bow, both the tutorial and the practical demonstration.